All right, Fit Mompreneur community, let's talk about fitness today. Today's day 2 of our masterclass, and I'm excited to bring you all the things that I have in my mind about fitness today. Okay, and so I'll let you know in advance. I'm multitasking a little bit as mom. So my little 3-year-old is running around. You very likely might see him or maybe even hear him in the background and all the noise that comes along with a 3-year-old little boy. And it's okay. It is all divine and beautiful and meant to be the way it is, right? So day 2, if you missed yesterday, I highly recommend you go check out yesterday's masterclass. We talked all about mindset and faith. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Chanda. What is up, ladies? Yes, say hi if you're here. I want to make sure that you're here. And fitness, oh my gosh, I'm excited. No, I know, Charlotte, I have a hard time too thinking it's noon already. Like, holy cow. Yay, 4 pounds more down, Tanya. Oh my gosh, you're rocking it and doing phenomenal. I love it. So let's talk about fitness today. All right. And I just like with anything that I do, I want to put a little bit different spin on fitness. And like I said, my 3-year-old son is here, as I can hear him in the background. I don't know if you can. But I want to put a little bit of different spin on fitness today because I feel it's very, 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 very important for us to think of our fitness a little bit differently. Hey, Betsy. And to really grasp a few things that I want to share with you, right? So again, if you're struggling mentally with mindset, go watch yesterday's mindset and faith masterclass. You definitely need that one in your world. Hey, Shauna, what is up? If fitness is something you're struggling with, hopefully you'll get a lot of value out of this. But the first thing I want to just define fitness to you in my own vocabulary. I did not look it up in the dictionary to see what they said about fitness. I want to explain to you like what I look at as fitness as a mom that's 40 and in a different season of life than I was in my 20s. Yeah, I love it, Charlotte. We can, but it's normal. Okay, it's normal kid noises. Good. We all know how it works, right? So fitness to me, and this is how I want you to look at it. It's literally moving your body. That's it. I know it's like, really, Angela, there's more to it. There is more to it, but I want to help you see it in a different light today. In this masterclass, that is the point today. I want you to first make a little shift with your mindset around fitness, okay? I'm always, if you follow me at all, you listen to anything I do, I have I want you to look at it more as moving your body for a purpose, not just to lose weight. Okay, that's the big picture here. A lot of us look at fitness and working out like, oh, I gotta work out because I'm really trying hard to lose weight. I really want to tone. I really want to feel better in my own skin. I really want to look differently. I really want to get out of these size 12s and get back down to the size 4, or whatever the case may be, right? Like fitness is definitely a big part of that. But what I really want you to look at fitness in a much different way today after this masterclass. And I will say I'm gonna go into the little bit more details. I'm gonna share with you some things that you can be doing and what you can do right now. And I'm even gonna show you a few things here that I brought out just to show you some tools that you can literally get today on Amazon and super cheap and get something going, right? But what I want you to look at right now is your fitness more for, the first thing is your source of energy and your mindset, you guys. How many guys are struggling right now with mindset, motivation, not feeling good about yourself, not finding that drive that you maybe had once in your life? Are you struggling with mindset right now? Put just the word mindset in the comments, because I want you to, after today, I really want you to think about your fitness to help you with that mindset. Okay, and I'm going to go into more detail on that in a second, right? So if you're struggling with your mindset, put mindset below. If you're struggling with your energy, like your energy levels, you're constantly tired, you're so tired, I can't work out. I'm too tired to work out. These types of things are coming out of your mouth on a regular basis. I want you to put energy in the comments and tell me, right? Yeah, Charlotte, it comes and goes all the time. Man, it does. And I want you to know, Charlotte, I want you to know that you're normal. I want you to know that you're so normal. If your mindset is struggling and it is like one day I'm like a level 10 up here and then the next day I'm level 2 and I don't want to do a dang thing. You're normal. Like a realistic picture of a health and fitness journey. I've done this before on one of our videos and I actually drew it out for you, but it is a roller coaster ride. It is a roller coaster ride. Because you're going to always have life that hits you. You're going to have injuries. You're going to have illnesses. You're going to have death in the family. You're going to have, somebody that said one wrong thing to you that literally flipped your mindset from positivity, super motivated, to absolutely not motivated at all. Now I feel like crap. Now I'm judging myself and all the feelings, right? But first, I want you to shift your mind to start thinking about your fitness as a source. Okay, this is where the fuel for full success comes in, the whole name of this masterclass. Looking more of your fitness for your source of your energy, your source of working on your mindset, right? Don't only look at it as something to help you lose weight. And if that's where you've currently been looking at your workouts, put me in the comments and just again, you're never alone in any of these mental battles that we all struggle with. So know that. I want you from this day forward to no longer just look at your fitness as something that's going to help you lose weight and change your outward appearance, because it's so much more than that. Gosh, it's so much more than that. I promise. And you have to first shift your mind to looking at it that way, right? Because we can all wake up and be like, oh, I know I'm really trying hard to lose weight, but I really do not want to work out today. I'm too tired. I'm too exhausted. I'm just not motivated. And those are the days that are going to suck, and it's going to be really hard. But if you look at your mindset of, okay, the only way for me to get out of this funk, the only way for me to actually get energy to go do things and wake up and have mental clarity is I need to go move my body. Okay, again, that goes back to the whole definition today that I really want to bring to you as your fitness. Look at your fitness as moving your body. And that can look in so many different things. And you may be in one season of your life that's so very different than a past season in your life. Or you may be literally, just not even doing it because you can't find time and all the things. We're going to talk about it today, right? But I want you to shift your mindset from I have to work out, okay? Because there's so much power. You guys, if you're in our VIP community where we coach women, we talk about this all the time. Shifting your mindset. If we're constantly saying I have to do something, man, that really already has a negative feeling coming out of my mouth. It just feels, ugh. It feels, oh God, I have to do this. How many of you guys are like, if your kids have ever told you that, you're like, really? I'm about to tell you, or I'm about to show you, right? It just it gets under your skin. I know it does me sometimes, I have to go feed my dogs. Yes, you do. And if you don't, these are going to be the consequences, right? And so I want you to look at your workout. So from today forward, I'm going to encourage you to do this, shifting your mindset and get rid of even if you're on a weight loss journey, maybe you've gained weight, maybe you don't like where you're at right now. It's okay. There's majority of the women in this group are like that. We have over 7,000 women in here, and majority of them joined because of the same exact thing. They're feeling the same exact way about themselves. Right? So shift your mindset. Instead of looking at your fitness only on what it's going to change on my outward appearance, I want you to start looking at your fitness what it's going to help with my inward appearance. How is it going to help me show up today with some good energy and some motivation? And that will help you pick yourself up on the days that suck and the days you don't want to go work out or move your body or do any of those things. Okay? So don't look at your fitness just for outward appearance. Look at it on how it's going to help you feel. Okay. And then also take away the word I have to. Please just get rid of it. Okay. And just put the word I want to, even if you really don't feel like it. You have to start saying, I want to work out. I want to work out today. I want to work out today. I want to work out today. Even if you have to literally talk yourself into it. I want to work out today. I want to work out today. Or maybe even, you know what? I get to work out today. What? I get to, because there's so many people in this world that they wish they could work out and they can't. They can't even physically do it. Right? So that's where gratitude comes in, that we can actually move our body, right? So that's a whole nother video we could do. But what I want to encourage you, type the word I want to in the comments. There's power behind writing things out and saying it out loud. And that's the whole point of this. I want to work out. I get to work out. I want to work out. I get to work out. Get rid of the I have to. Blech. I don't want, that sounds gross coming out of my mouth. And so imagine what it's doing to your brain and your level of motivation, right? So shifting your mindset, right? Here's a few other things that I want to bring up. Yeah, thank you, Danielle. I want to. You guys shift your mind. The power behind what you say out loud it's super powerful. It's so powerful. Yeah, Charlotte, I want to, I get to. Yes, keep it coming in the comments. I love it. And again, let's be realistic here. I'm not saying you say it one time and all of a sudden I'm going to love working out and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. This is a shift. And if you're currently not, like you may say that out loud, but you know in your heart you don't really believe that you want to, make it visible. Put some sticky notes around your house, wherever you see every day or whatever works best for you, put it visible. Okay. And then here's something else that I want to share again, first about fitness. I want to bring you we're wrapping around the mindset of fitness first. Okay. This is a really big one. You cannot compare your journey to someone else's. Okay, put do not compare in the comments because you absolutely cannot compare your journey to someone else's. The biggest thief of your joy or your motivation or your belief or in being able to do this or your confidence levels or whatever the case may be, you cannot compare yourself to someone else's. You can't. So you may see someone, and you guys, we live in a world of social media, and obviously I'm here on social media. I do so much on social media, but you have to have discipline to get off social media sometimes because sometimes that's a big trigger. You may see somebody that you know that's rocking it over here and posting all their workout stuff and, maybe has the physique you wish you had right now. If you just obsess over that, you guys, that is a mindset killer in its own and will tear your motivation down, will tear your confidence down, will tear all the things down. And that alone will lead to you to lack of motivation, sometimes anxiety, sometimes depression, and sure as heck will not help you with your motivation. It does the exact opposite. So we have to learn. I can't compare my fitness level. Some of you in here we've got a lady in here that's phenomenal and she does a lot of our challenges with this and she's in a wheelchair. She can't move the bottom half of her body. But she's been losing weight and she's doing awesome. And I love it when she posts because it's so inspiring. It's so inspiring because she's not letting that hold her back. She's still putting effort. And she always reaches out and she always asks, okay, I can't do squats, but Angela, what can I do? Here, let me give you something else. And do it anyway. She's motivated to do it. And that one woman alone, Christy, if you watch this today, I'm giving major kudos to you. But that alone is a huge reminder, like you cannot compare your journey to someone else's. You may be on a whole different fitness level than the next person that is posting here in this group with their miles that they do every single day, right? You may not be at that point right now. It's okay. It's okay. You can't compare yourself. You can cheer them on and you can look at yourself in the mirror like, okay, maybe I can't do that yet, but I can do this. Maybe all I can do is walk 10 minutes. Hey, that's my journey. It's not theirs. It's mine. And it matters, and it's going to help me, and it's always better than nothing. So do not compare yourself. And then here's the other parts of that. You can't compare yourself to your past self. Really different season. Sorry, my husband was trying to call me. I'm busy. You can't compare the version of you right now in the season that you're in right now to the version of you before kids, the version of you when you were in your 20s, the version of you when you had hours upon hours to spend in the gym. You can't compare yourself to your old self. It's equally as debilitating as it is comparing yourself to someone else that you see on social media. It's called a different season. You guys, you may be in a totally different season of life. I know for me personally, I'm 40 and I work fully from home and I absolutely love everything that I do. And then I have a 3-year-old and I have a 6-year-old and we're in sports and we're running from practice to this. And my husband's home now working from home again. And oh my gosh, there's a lot. And then we have tragedies going on right now in our family, you guys. And this morning, I'll be transparent. I got up, I did my meditation, I did prayer because I love those two things before my workouts now. And it's been a game changer for me on my mental ability to get through all the things we're getting through. And then I stretched, I did foam rolling because I do that as well too every single day. And then my workout might have actually lasted about 25 minutes because then I looked at the clock and I was like, oh crap, now I got to go put my mommy hat on. I go get my little girl up. I got to get her ready for school. And then I have to take my son to therapy. Like you guys, we're busy. We are busy. Put busy in the comments if right now your life is busy, because I think that's everybody right now. In today's world, our busy just looks completely different. So when it comes to fitness, I want you You cannot compare. Again, you already wrote do not compare, but different season. Okay, put different season in the comments if this is resonating with you right now. You're like, oh gosh, okay, you're right, Angela. Like I can't compare who I am right now with the amount of time that I have, with how busy I am with either job or kids or business or life or people, or maybe it's family members you're taking care of. Different season, yeah. Charlotte, I love it. I read once that we no longer have our princess body, but we have our queen body. I love that. It is made different, and we need to stop fighting for the princess body, but embrace and work for our queen body. Amen to that. Like, I couldn't have said it any better. And age isn't really, I mean, yes, our bodies change as we get older, but I'm a big believer in like age is a number, and it does not define me, and it doesn't define you. We have Linda Campbell in this group, who's freaking amazing, and I always use her as a phenomenal example because she's 73 now, I think, Linda. Drop it in the comments if you're okay with that, if she catches this later. But she's rocking it. She's crushing it. She's working hard on her mindset. She's working hard every single day with her fitness, and she's working hard every day with her nutrition, and she's dropped 15 plus pounds, and she's still going. It's just a number. But the big difference in your fitness levels is you got to look at your season of life, your current season of life, and what is reality to you. And don't let it defeat you because you can't do what you could have done 10 years ago or 20 years ago. Don't let it defeat you and keep you from doing anything. You can still do. You just might need to do a little different and a little less. So don't compare. Sorry. Okay. So don't put that pressure on yourself to do what you did back then. If I was trying to do what I did back then before kids, I was in the gym 2+ hours a day, working out super hard. And to be honest with you, I'm 40. I'm in way better shape now than I was then. And I'm enjoying life and way busier. So it's just a season. Honor yourself, your queen body, as Charlotte said, right now in the season that you're in. Okay. That is often one of the most crippling things for the women that I talk to is, I can't do what I used to do then. Yes, you can. You may not be able to do like that, or maybe you don't have those hours in your day anymore. But you got 10 minutes. I guarantee everybody listening right now, if you're struggling right now finding time, I can help you. You give me your schedule and I will help you find 10 minutes in your day where you can do something for yourself. Maybe it's a walk. Maybe it's some squats and push-ups and some sit-ups at your desk. I mean, whatever it is, we can find something for you to do for 10 minutes a day. Many do not even get started on their fitness routine because they put that self-induced pressure on themselves to do what they used to do before they had all this crazy responsibilities or injuries or illness or limitations or whatever you got going on. Okay. So there's a mindset shift. Let's look at our fitness routine more for increasing our energy. So right now, if you can honestly say, I'm struggling with energy, man, I'm so tired. I don't have the energy to go work out. Then I want you again to shift your mind. Like we already talked about, as I get to go work out to increase my energy. Guys, if you're not moving your body, the more you sit and the more you don't move your body, the more tired that you're going to be. So think about it that way. If you're exhausted and you're so tired and you can't, that's when maybe just a small 10-minute walk is going to be very beneficial to you, and it's going to get you moving. If you're someone who sits throughout the day, if you are someone who sits throughout the day, just write the word sit in the comments. I know, again, I work with a lot of women that are like, they sit at their desks all day. And that's is my messy desk behind me. Okay. And I sit there a lot. And I have mentors and coaches that coach me just as I coach women every day too. And one of the biggest things we're personally working on is every 45 minutes, get up from your desk and move. Go outside, soak up some sun, walk around your house, do something, but you got to move your body. If you're constantly sitting and staring at a computer or staring and not moving, the more tired you're going to get. That energy drains. Okay, so move your body. And I'm going to go over that a little bit more at the end because I have a couple challenges for you all today as you're watching. Okay, so what workout should we do? I'm going to go into a little bit next, right? So first, I want to know what your goals are. So tell me right now if you're watching, what are your goals when it comes to fitness? Is it more consistency? Man, I just want to be consistent because that's a goal that I hear often, which is great. Or is it lose weight? Is it tone? Or it could be both, obviously. Could be a little bit of both. Or maybe you've already lost the weight, you just want to tone. What is your big goal right now when it comes to fitness? Like, why are you really wanting to work out? And maybe it's your energy. Maybe you've already made this mindset shift and realized, man, if I don't work out, I have no energy. So I know I need to work out so I can increase my energy. That's all I want. That's all I want right now. It's great. It's because you've already shifted your mindset to realize that's what it does. Okay, so, I'm just now seeing comments. For some reason, they were not showing. All of the above. Danielle, I love it. Sit. Bernice, Holly, yeah, okay. So those of you guys that sit all day, I'm going to share some tips with you guys at the end of this, I promise. To have a healthier mind. Charlotte, I love it. And so if your goal is to have a healthier mind, think of, I'm moving my body helps my mind, because it truly does. You guys, one of the healthiest brain habits that you can have, besides feeding your body with good food, whole foods, getting rid of sugars and processed, which tomorrow's video is all about food. So I'm going to talk about food tomorrow. I really wanted to break it down, so I'm not just vomiting so much information in one day. Lose weight, tone, energy. Again, there's my screaming 3-year-old son. Tone, lose extra weight and have a stronger body. I love it. I love it, Betsy. Tone the body, Brandy. Awesome. So a lot of us have a lot of the same goals, right? So what I highly encourage you, there's 4 pieces. There's 4 pieces of a fitness routine that I'm a big believer in that should be a part of all of it. Okay, there's strength work. There's strength workouts, which I'm gonna show you. I'm not gonna take you through the workout today. We have some of those, but I'm gonna show you some tools that you can use. Literally, you guys, if you have limited time and you might need to do it at your desk. You guys, I have a client I'm working with right now that her workouts involve taking steps, getting up every 45 minutes and going and taking a walk around her building at work, because she can do it and she's made it, she's gotten to the habit of that. And then the rest of her workouts are like things like at her desk. Okay, today all I want you to do is knock out 30 squats somewhere in between work hours, because that's what the season of life she's in. And I'm telling you right now, that's something you can do if you are someone who sits. On the other days, we have her do squats or different things. We're just focusing on one thing at a time. Okay, strength. Strength, you guys, can be done in so many different ways. I'm a big fan of strength. Ladies, don't be afraid of weights. Weights are our friends. Okay, but weights are our friends. If you're listening right now and you totally agree with me, or maybe you need to make that shift. A lot of women are scared of weights, thinking that's going to bulk you up, and I will promise you it won't. What weights will do in strength training is very beneficial to a lot of things. Obviously, that's what's going to help you build lean muscle, as long as you're eating enough food, as long as you're eating enough protein, which we're going to talk about tomorrow. Weights are your friend. Yes, I love it that you love weights, Danielle. Good. Weights are your friend. The more lean muscle you have, the more fat you will burn. The tighter you are, you guys. This is why someone can look 150 pounds. 2 people side by side can weigh the same exact thing on the scale. One person can be in a size 4. The other person can be in a size 10. They look completely different. One person that looks smaller and tighter and toner is because they have a little bit more muscle. They've been doing strength training. Betsy, I know you love weights, girl. We used to kill the weights together. I love it. And so strength training is a massive part of a woman's routine. You should have strength. Now, that can be body weight some days. You guys, maybe you don't have equipment. It's okay. There's things like squats and lunges and push-ups and dips and all kinds of things that you can literally do at your desk, if that's where you have to do it. Or maybe you have small kids like I do, and there's some days that my son, who's, 40-ish pounds, I can't remember how he weighs the last time we went to the doctor, 45 pounds, he's a hoss. He's a thick little man. Sometimes he's on my back, and I'm just going to squat with him. It's resistance, you guys. It's strength training. Yeah, Shauna. I'm glad that, you were afraid of them, and look at you, Shauna. You're doing phenomenal and still losing and tightening and toning and everywhere. Love it. You're proving to a lot of us that you can do it. Weights are your friend. So strength training is a huge part of it. I'm a big believer. How many days? I don't know. It depends on the person. Depends on the person, which I'm going to talk about here in a minute. Like how many days you should work out. Depends. If you're not working out at all, you need a baby step into it. If you're working out couple days already, then maybe you can add a little bit to it. Here's another question when it comes to strength training. Should I just do legs one day and biceps the next day and shoulders the next day? It depends on the person. Again, a lot of times we break it up depending. If you need more work on your lower body, then you may have more days where you're incorporating lower body. If you're needing more upper body work, then you may do more upper body work. You can also incorporate all of the above. Have some days where you're doing some squats and some push-ups and some curls all in the same set or the same workout. Okay, so strength training is very different, okay, for each person. So I can't say, hey, do it 3 days a week. If you're not doing anything, you could totally do it 3 days a week. Or wouldn't you try to shoot for more than that? Yeah, Bernice, an awesome feeling after a weight workout. I love how I feel after a weighted workout. I just feel strong, powerful. Ladies, we are strong and we are powerful, and we can physically become strong and powerful if we learn that weights are our friends. They are not the devil. They are not our enemy, and they are not going to make us bulky and looking like men. That's a whole nother, thing. You have to do a whole lot of other stuff to be bulky manly, okay? And that's not even up for discussion today. So one factor that I'm a big believer is get some strength training. Again, I'm always back to the 10 minutes. If you're not doing anything, you could even lift for 10 minutes and make some small progress, some small baby steps. You guys, I have some ladies that they do a little bit of cardio and then they do 10 to 15 minutes of weights. And that's what their days look like. And that's okay because that's what fits into their world, and they're doing phenomenal and having amazing results. So it's about consistency is what matters most. So strength, and then I'm a big believer in cardio as well too. We as women, we need cardio in our lives. It's good for our bodies. It's good for weight loss. It's good for our hearts. Okay, but cardio can be anything. It can be walking. It can be running. You may have an elliptical machine. You may have a bike. You may have a row machine. I mean, there's so many different things. There's even different cardio exercises that you can do at your home. Okay, cardio is definitely a part of it too. And again, it depends on the person. The biggest thing that I want to encourage you is, you don't have to spend hours on cardio. You don't have to go try to run for hours. If you're trying to lose weight and tone, I highly recommend, if running is your thing, it's okay. It's okay because I love to do it a couple days a week, but I max out at a mile. That's all I need. I don't need miles and miles and miles. It puts a lot of wear and tear on my body, and their longer distance running isn't the best route when you're trying to tone and build muscle. Okay, so it depends on your goals. Again, if you love to run, go knock it out. Okay, but I'm a big believer in your fitness routine as a woman. You need some strength training. You need some cardio. Here's the other two pieces that most people neglect and don't even think about. One of them is going to be flexibility. Put flexibility in the comments if you are listening still. Flexibility, my son just took all my stuff. I was going to show you. Flexibility can be stretching, obviously. I'm a big believer and fan of doing some dynamic warming up for your workout. Some high knees, some butt kicks, maybe it's a light walk or a light jog or something along those lines, right? But stretching after your workout, after your muscles are nice and warm, you're going to get a little bit more work. You're going to get way more benefit and less risk of like pulling muscle, right? So when it comes to fitness, you need your strength, you need your cardio, but you also need your flexibility, okay? That can be stretching, that can be foam rolling. How many of you guys foam roll? I'm a big fan and advocate of foam rolling. I love it. Something I do every single day, okay? Brandy, jogging, yeah, you can totally, you can definitely jog. I love more of getting yourself some sort of warm up first before your workout. Don't go cold and going into static stretching right away. Warm your body up first. Yeah, Betsy, we know what foam rolling is. Nina taught us a lot about that, right? Charlotte, we can introduce you to foam rolling. I love it. Let me show you. Okay, so there's a couple things, and I don't know what my son ran off with the other piece, but a foam roller, okay, they're long and they're skinny. You can get them on Amazon. I'll put some links later below for some recommendations if you need it. I have a PVC pop, y'all, like straight up from Home Depot or Lowe's, wherever you get it. I like the really hard pressure, so I've always used this. I do have a massage ball as well too. That's about like this. Again, Amazon, $20. You can get a bag of different sizes that you can foam roll with. Okay, and those of you guys in our programs, like Charlotte, like we can put these things on your calendar and actually show you how to do it. The biggest thing about flexibility, you guys, is one, the benefit of being flexible and helping your body from just totally tensing up and getting tight. How many of you guys have ever, you sit at a desk all day and then maybe you're trying to work out or you're trying to run and you're not doing any stretching, you're not doing any foam rolling. It's going to lead you to an injury or some pain somewhere. For me, I know if I don't foam my legs, I get majorly tight where my knees start to hurt, because I have a tight IT band or side of my calf muscle, all that. It gets tight and it causes you pain. So sometimes if you're dealing with pain right now, put pain in the comments. You may be like, oh my gosh, that's what I need to do. I've got pain in my knees right now. You may not necessarily have an injury, ladies. It's just a little about getting tight. And also flexibility being a part of your routine, it's going to help prevent injury. Okay, imagine you sit all day at a desk and you don't stretch and then you go right to the gym yes, Betsy, I definitely know why yours. And then you try to go work out and you do some heavy squats. You could tear a muscle of any kind, right? Charlotte, ankles get tight, like definitely. You can foam roll your calf muscles, all of the areas. There's even a ball that you can roll your feet, plantar fasciitis. Anybody ever dealt with it? Little things like that. So flexibility can be a big part of your routine as well too. It should be. And then the fourth part of a fitness routine, I want everybody to drop the word rest in the comments. This is underrated. This is so underrated, but so massively important. Rest, 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 rest. One of the common mistakes I see a lot of people try to do is they go from nothing. They're not doing any workouts. And then they go straight from workouts into 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 7 days a week. Yes, Coach Anita. Coach Anita's on, and I knew you would pop in and say yes. Rest, 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 rest. We're big advocates of that. You have to rest your body just like you have to rest your mind. If you're constantly go, 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 it's going to lead you to an injury. It's going to lead you to burnout. It's going to lead you to exhaustion. All these feelings that are really going to lead you to not be motivated, not want to do anything because you're so tired and depleted. And then if you put not eating enough food on top of that, it's a recipe for disaster, you guys. Yes, Coach Lori. Yes. Rest. We're a big fan of rest. We will never, if you're in any of our programs, we will never ask you to do 7 days a week unless you're just going for some light walking, because that's always good even for your mindset. If y'all could see my son behind my camera right now, y'all be laughing. Son, Colton, come here. So, rest is key, you guys. More, when it comes to workouts, more is not always what is needed, okay? You guys have to understand that and realize more when it comes to fitness. If your scale isn't moving and you're working out 6 days a week super hard, the answer is not to add a 7th day. The answer is maybe I take away that 6th day and I go to 5 and get a little bit of rest and a little bit of downtime and a little bit of just mindset work and work harder on food. Okay, but more is not always the answer when it comes to workout. Rest is definitely key. And again, I want you to go back to if you're currently, let me ask you this. How many days, if you're watching right now, how many days are you working out per week right now? Like what is your number of days right now? I'd love to see. I know some of you guys, I'm working with you and you do 5 days a week. I love it. I love seeing y'all on here. Right? And if you're someone listening right now and you're like, man, I'm not doing any, I cannot seem to find time. Okay, then what I want you to do, yeah, I love it, Lori. 5, Charlotte 5, Danielle 6, awesome. Yeah, I'm currently 5 myself. May get an intentional 6 day in there, like a run or something, but that's about it. If you're struggling right now finding time, put time in the comments. I'd love to know who's struggling with the time thing. Because if you are, what I want to encourage you today, and I'm going to give you a nice little challenge after this as well too, for you guys to have some action steps to take after this video. But literally just, I want you to grasp and start with something for 10 minutes a day. Just like we did a challenge in here not that long ago, that encouraged you some sort of 10 minutes of movement. Just like the squat challenge we did 2 weeks ago, 20 squats a day. If that's all you can do, that is something, and it is always better than nothing. So if you're currently not doing anything, my big challenge to you right now is if you're ready to start something, put ready in the comments. And I want you to start with 3 days a week, and that's it. Do not start with 5. Do not start with 6. I highly recommend you starting with 3 days. It's more of a mental thing than anything. I want you to do 3 days a week. Maybe 10 minutes is all you can fit in right now. Then start at 10 minutes, start at 15, whatever you can fit in. I love it, Brandy. You're jogging 3 to 4 days a week. Sometimes walk 3.75 miles. It's awesome. It's great. So if you're currently struggling and you're not doing anything, I want you to commit to 3 days. 3 days. Pick your 3 days, and you're going to tell us today in the group. And I want you to commit at minimum just doing 10 minutes of something. And maybe that's just a walk. I love it. Anita says, amazing how when you commit to 10 minutes, you're often motivated to extend that time because you feel so good. Amen to that. And that is honestly why we as your Fitmama coaches, which Coach Anita is one of them, Coach Lori is one of them, and that's on right now too. And when we, a lot of times we're encouraging you to do 10 minutes. If that's all you can fit in, do that at minimum. Why? Because you start to become addicted, just like Anita said, to how good you feel. And then you want to add to it. And then you want to add to it. But the biggest thing is you got to build your confidence along the way, that one, that you can fit it in, two, that you can do it, and then you become addicted to how good you feel when you actually do it and you actually move. And then you're making that mindset shift. Okay, Angela said if I move, my energy is going to go up, and she's right, it's going up. I'm addicted. I feel good. I want to continue this. Then you can add a 4th day. Then you can add a 5th day. Or next thing you know, you're doing it without even thinking about it, and it's second nature, and it's become a new lifestyle, and it's a habit. Woo, that was a lot. So if you're currently not doing anything, pick 3 days to be intentional with at minimum 10 minutes. And when we hop off here, I'd love for you to share, like make a post here in the group and say, I'm committing to 3 days. Yeah, I love it. Shauna, she knocks out 5 workouts and resting your body on the weekends. Then Monday, I'm excited to work out. And that's exactly how I do mine as well, too. I don't put that pressure on myself to work out on the weekends. I enjoy not working on the weekends. If I feel called to do another movement, great. Then I'm going to do another movement. Might snag a workout with my husband. He's doing a couple a day right now. And I might sneak in and I might not. I may just honor my body and do nothing but rest or foam roll. Okay, the other thing that I want to highly encourage you, if you're someone right now, some of you guys said sit, that you sit a lot at work and different things, right? If you sit a lot, I highly recommend you to, you can do the same thing, commit to 3 days of intentional movement, but I highly encourage you, if you're sitting at your desk all day, that drains you more than anything. So set some timers, whether it's on your calendar, whether it's on your phone, set your timers for every hour. Every hour. And then when that timer goes off, you have to be committed to yourself to get up. Get up. And you can do multiple things. If you're like the lady that I'm working with, she gets up and she'll go for a little walk. She works the phones at her office, so she has a headset. So if the phone rings, she can still answer the phone, but she's walking. I was listening to Dr. Daniel Amen this morning, which is someone that I love to learn from when it comes to brain health. And he was saying he does a lot of Zoom calls, and he's saying, but my Zoom calls, unless it's, he's teaching like he was teaching on a training that we did, he's moving. He's walking. So you guys, if you have the ability, I know for me, sometimes I'll pace my house while I'm doing some work from my phone, but I'll pace and I'll record messages that I'm sending people, or if I'm obviously not on my laptop walking around, that'd be kind of weird. But if I'm doing something from my phone, get up and do it from your phone. Yeah, Holly, I love it. I sit all day, but aim for a gallon of water each day. Amazing habit to always have. So I'm forced to get up every hour to go to the bathroom. Genius. I love it. Yes, that's going to be a big nutrition habit that I'm going to focus on tomorrow too, is water. Water. Start with your water. It's massively important. Okay, so setting alarms every single hour to remind yourself, get up. I know a lot of us have Fitbits and Apple Watches, and these things remind us, and these things click and ding I know this one buzzes every hour when I'm short on my steps. And I'll be transparent with you guys. Sometimes I just ignore it, and I'm like, okay, whatever, I gotta go. I'm still doing this stuff. So for my own protection, I live by my Google Calendar. I have rest on my Google Calendar. I have rest alarms that go off on my phone. Why? Because I'm bound to not ignore one of them, right? Anybody else have to have multiple alarms? I know I do. So if you're not doing anything currently, start with 3 days a week of intentional movement, even if it's only 10 minutes. Set alarms every hour for yourself to get up away from your computer or whatever it is you're sitting at. Everybody's different. If you're already working out 3 days a week, and I will say if you've been working out 3 days a week already consistently for at least a month, I love to help you build the habit at least for a good 4 weeks and then add. So if you've been doing 3 days, for example, for a good 4 weeks, go to 4. I challenge you to go to 4. If you're already at 5 days a week, awesome. Stay there. I'm not going to encourage you to add a 6 day. 6 days is optional. Just don't go 7. But I do want to encourage you, if you're not doing any sort of flexibility, maybe you're in a great routine right now doing strength and cardio. You got yourself a good combination, like some of you guys that we're working with. I highly encourage you to start adding a flexibility routine. And if you're coaching with us, we can help you with that. Like literally, like I said, we can put you on our on your calendar and your app and do all the things. But I highly encourage you either just stretching after your workout or getting that foam roller or getting massage ball and doing some sort of rolling. Here's the other mindset shift that I want you to have. If you commit to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, okay? So say if you're one of those that aren't doing anything right now and now you're going to commit to us and say, hey, I'm going to intentionally move my body Monday, Wednesday, and Friday this next week. Great. Here's what you have to have in your mind, because we as women, sometimes we get thrown a loop. Like today, we had therapy and my daughter had to go to the doctor because she's got a horrible cough again after just getting over bronchitis. So she's back and just so many things. I want you to give yourself grace, put grace in the comments, and then move that workout to another day. We have to understand that you may have it on your calendar, and if life just threw you for a big old loop, you just have to learn to adapt and overcome. Be like, okay, it's on my calendar today, and I didn't get it done, but it's okay. Tomorrow's a new day. Every day we wake up is a new day, you guys. A new day for a fresh start. Tomorrow's never promised, so live right now and today, right? But you can move it to the next day. It does not matter what day you get them in, because we're all different. It just matters if you do it. Okay, so those of you guys that are using our app and doing workouts in there, like there's 3 buttons at the top. If you're not aware of it, you can click them, move it to another day. Your coach is not going to yell at you for what day you get it in. It's just a matter if you do it, right? Anita and Lori, like we're going to give you kudos and grace for adapting and moving it. So give yourself grace, move things to another day if you need to. Workout ideas, obviously I'm going to share a couple and then I'm going to give you a nice little challenge. I was going to show you one more thing. I wanted to show you, obviously, resistance bands. Some of you guys use these that we're working with. You can get the small ones here that go around your legs. You can get these long, I like the long loop ones. Anybody use these? I love these. I already showed you the flexibility, but I wanted to show you one more thing. And Lori and Anita, if y'all are still on, y'all will know what this is about because we've had a discussion about our canes. Anybody ever seen one of these? If you've got one, tell me that you have one. This, if you are someone that has stress and holds it in your shoulders, okay, because you can foam roll your lower body all day long. I feel like it's a little bit easier, but Coach Lori, you're laughing at me because I had such a headache earlier too. Again, it's just tension and it's stress. You can literally get one of these guys again on Amazon. I'll drop the links below. I have them all saved. You can literally put this thing and foam roll, or it's basically like a therapist is putting their thumb in the knots in your shoulder blades and your neck and your traps and everywhere that you get tight and tense and causes you headaches. I've used this thing more than I use alcohol. I use alcohol to relieve your stress. That's not what I was trying to say. Tylenol is what I was trying to say. We're all different. To each their own. But when I have a headache, I try my hardest not to use Tylenol or ibuprofen or something. I try to go with this first, and literally, you guys, I will get on a knot and I'll release it. And whew, to me, that's a part of a flexibility routine to have one of these guys. So walking is great. exercise, running, those of you guys that like to run or want to run or are able to run, riding a bike, riding any sort of equipment that you can. How about steps? How many of you guys track steps? Put steps in the comments. Steps are, I feel like in today's world, it's a very common thing. And it's something, again, not all the women we work with, but some of the women that we work with, their biggest goal for the day is to get a certain amount of steps. To me, steps is something that you can definitely put into your fitness routine. And it's something that you can focus on without having to have intentional time, right? Like, I don't need to intentionally go for a walk so I can get 10,000 steps at one time. It's literally 10,000 steps throughout the day. And I will tell you, if you're someone who's struggling with time, steps can be super helpful for you to set yourself a goal and make sure you get it. And if you're close, and if you're, struggle with that, I know for me, my goal right now is 10,000 steps a day personally. It's what I'm trying to hit. And sometimes I struggle, to be honest with you. And so a lot of times my kids are involved. And towards the end of the day, I'm like, okay, mommy needs a few more steps. So we do play a little game of chase around the house. You guys, whatever you need to do to get it in, it counts and it helps you be active, right? So if steps is something that you have the ability to count, I find it very helpful, very valuable to have a Fitbit or an Apple Watch, or some have Garmin's. Drop in the comments what you guys have. Take it another level. If you're on Fitbit or Apple Watch or any of these things, drop your username or whatever in the comments. You guys connect with each other. Have a competition. We're doing that in our VIP group right now with a lot of the women. We're just tracking their miles every single day. And you can connect. And kind of challenge each other, right? Steps. I love steps. I feel like it's very, it's for a busy woman. It can help you stay active if you are aware, right? So that's a big one. I already said body weight. Body weight is one way that you can definitely use to get some strength training in. On a little bit of anywhere. You don't need a bunch of space. You don't even have to go to a gym. Most of us do workouts at home nowadays. In today's world, everything's at home, it seems like. Bands already showed you. Dumbbells are obviously, right? I know Joanne, steps, I love it. Steps, I know how to do. Yeah, I mean, and again, I love steps because it's something that you can literally do without putting a ton of thought into it. How many of us need movement and fitness and things in our life that like we don't have to put a lot of thought into, because my brain is already taken up with a whole bunch of other stuff. I need something that I can do without having to thinking. I know we all have days like that. And then of course your kids can be your weight as well too. Those of you guys that have kids around, or whatever your season of life looks like. You guys, the whole point of today's video is I wanted to bring some awareness to you around fitness. And I wanted to bring some options for you. If you're struggling with time right now, there's a way to do it. I challenge you to commit to yourself for some sort of movement every single day, right? My challenge to you after, today, for anybody in this community, some sort of intentional movement, right? But I want you to plan it. Planning is so powerful. And if you just wake up every single day winging it, your day's going to get away from you and you're not going to get anything done. Okay, so plan it. Put yourself on your calendar. How many of us can say that your family's everything is on your calendar? You've got appointments on the calendar. You've got sports practices on your calendar. You've got games on your calendar. You've got doctor's appointments. You've got you name it all over the time. How about yourself? Put yourself on your calendar, but then you have to commit to it. Thank you, Joanne. Yeah, so my challenge to you is this. Plan what your workouts are going to be, what days. You don't have to plan the actual workout yourself. You can. Unless you're coaching with us, we've got you. Remember, we're going to take care of that for you. You don't have to put that thinking. Let us do that thinking. Plan it and put it on your calendar. Okay, and then I would love for you to commit to yourself and then make a post in here today and say, hey, my workout intentional workout days are going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week. Or whatever day it looks like. Maybe yours is the weekend. Don't know. You have to figure out what works best for you. Okay, plan it. Post it in here, and then when you actually do the movement, you actually do the exercise, you actually do the squats, just like we did with the squat challenge. Post it in here on a daily basis. Let us love on you. Let us hold you accountable. Let us be your cheerleader with you. You don't have to do this journey alone, and you don't only have to post that kind of stuff in this group when we do a challenge. We are going to do another challenge this month. Not next week. It'll probably be the week after that. And then we've got some other stuff coming up too. Lots of stuff coming up. Holidays are coming. We're going to do everything in our power to help you stay accountable and then recover after the holidays. Okay, so again, you can find a minimum 10 minutes. Yes, Charlotte, we are never alone in this journey. You guys, this group has over 7,000 women in this group. There's 7,000 women that chose to join this free group because they obviously were are very similar to you and maybe in a place where like, I need help, looking for suggestions, looking for a place, a safe place, a safe container like this Facebook group to have some sort of accountability buddies and be in a place where maybe I can share or ask questions and not be judged. You're in the right place for that. Okay, so that's my challenge to you. Plan your activity, post it in here today, and then when you actually do your activity, post it in here so we can love on you. If you've got questions, post them in this group. If you got questions, drop below. Tomorrow's video is going to be all about food. So if you have questions right now about today, drop them in the comments. I'll come back in here and do some answering. Or if you can always shoot me a message too. You guys, my inbox is always open. I may be slow sometimes at responding, but I promise I will. And then tomorrow's video is going to be early. Tomorrow's video is going to be in the morning. I'm on Central Standard Time, so we're going to be traveling. I'm looking around the 8 o'clock hour. I'll confirm. It's going to be a matter of we're going to be in a hotel this evening and figuring out the space, but it's going to be early in the morning, either 8 or 8:30. I will post so you guys know when to expect it. But tomorrow we're going to talk about food, the food you should eat, the food you should avoid, what your nutrition should look like, the danger of not eating enough food. We're going to talk about all that kind of stuff. What you should have in your nutrition, answer questions, you name it. Okay. So if you've got questions, drop them or send them to me. I'll get them answered. You guys, I will see you tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for listening to me. And I hope if anything, you got a little bit from this today thinking, okay, you're right. I can do this. 10 minutes is always better than nothing. Dang it. I'm going to find 10 minutes to just knock out some squats. It's always better than nothing. Y'all have an amazing day. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you got some value from it. Make sure you subscribe here to my channel so you don't miss a thing. You can also follow me and many other amazing women over on the Life Network for Women, and catch me on all my social media platforms at www.acfitmama.com, and I'll see you on the next video.